Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a quick little process video working on a pocket page spread that is going to go into my Note to Self binder, which I've been using as a 2020 scrapbook. And so for this spread here, I am using mostly the Taylor kit from Felicity Jane, along with a few bits from the Gabby kit. And so these are the last two kits, besides the Christmas kit Coco. These are the last two kits, and it's just a mixture of them, really, just to fill out these pockets here. And so this spread is basically like, I don't want to say a filler spread, but it's basically just to kind of fill up the pages in between summer and winter in my album. Honestly, these last few months, nothing has really happened worth documenting. I'm the type of documenter who doesn't really document hard times. I don't, especially scrapbooking, I don't like documenting those things. I'd rather just journal, like straight up just write about them in a separate journal. And so usually when things are kind of tough, I don't have anything in my scrapbooks, and that's the case here. But I did want to put a little kind of life update in this album so that I know where I was at this time. And so I'm using two photos. I only have two photos for this little pocket page spread here. The one on the top left is like a collage of different icons. So me and my group of friends, we do a lot of pick crew little icons of ourselves, and so this one was a little kawaii Halloween type thing, and so we all did our own, we all did a I don't want to say self-portrait, but our own little icon of ourselves using that particular generator that we found there. And so I kind of put that on the top there, and then on that same side I had an extra photo of one of my creative self-portraits. I actually did a layout, like a 12 by 12 layout of this photo, but I wanted to stick it in here anyway. And so those, I think, are the two photos. I basically fill up the other pockets with papers and embellishments, and then on the right hand side I have two journaling cards. One I use, I think, for like the date, and then the one that I have little Gabby, the little die cut Gabby on top of, that is where I'm going to do my journaling. And I basically title it Little Life Update and just briefly summarize what has been happening with me in, I guess, sort of like these interim months where really nothing has happened in my life worth documenting. And yeah, and so I basically create my two little photo clusters first. They're in horizontal pockets. These are horizontal, like 3x4 pockets. And so they're both square photos that I had to kind of trim down to fit. But on the top, I basically just build the back using some kind of not floral, like foliage. God, I think I'm pronouncing that completely wrong. But leaves. Basically, in a previous Felicity Jane project, I cut a bunch of the papers using the silhouette cut files of leaves, and so I had a few extra that I put behind that photo, and then I put a tag and a little ampersand on top. And then for the self-portrait card, I cut my photo down to size. I ripped some paper to create the background, another one of those leaves that I cut out of my silhouette, with my silhouette behind it, and then just layered it with the little cozy die cut and that me, which is chipboard from the Bailey kit. And so on the right hand, I have the two journaling cards, and then what I did was I took that, it looks like a vintage wallpaper pattern, but I took that paper and just cut it up into 4 squares so that I can fill up those pockets there. And I really like how that looks because that pattern is so, it's so bold. It's a very bold pattern, even though it's so simple, and it looked like wallpaper to me, and I really wanted to get that floral, bit into the pockets, and so I just leave those pockets like that. I really like how that looks. It gives a little interest to the page. And so here I'm cutting up 2 more squares to fill up those 2 pockets on the left hand, and I think I just kind of put die cuts and stuff on top of those papers there. I think I used some of the Taylor kit die cuts of some florals, and I think I go into the epoxy stickers as well, and kind of put some fall things happening on top of those pockets, because this is documenting, you know, my October really. And so on that top journaling card on the right, I did put a label from the Essentials label pack, I think the second one, the newer one, and I kind of I used an epoxy, one of the epoxy stickers from the Taylor kit, and I can't recall what I put there. I think I put "Remember This," I think that's what it says, and then I used the Felicity Jane date stamp to just write out the October 2020. You saw that I just put that "Love This" puffy sticker on top of that pocket. And then for this card, which is the journaling card, I just put 2 heart die cuts there, and I take out these essential mini alphas, and I'm literally writing out a little life update there, and that is where I'll do all of my journaling. I actually stuck down the little Gabby girl die cut. I just stuck it right on top of the pockets there. And I do end up having to move her when I do my journaling a little bit, but she still ends up being there. And honestly, I think that is about it. I don't think I do anything else to this spread here. Again, it was really super simple, very quick, not much to document here. And so I will leave you here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!